bonsai dream.
Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania at Nature's Way Nursery. One of my favorite places to work. I start coming here at Nature's Way thanks to my friend Jim Doyle in 2012. So it's been 10 years, and to celebrate 10 years at Nature's Way, today I'm gonna work on this beautiful Rocky Mountain juniper. This tree is a phenomenal natural sculpture. It came at the nursery 4 years ago. Jim let the tree grow, and finally this year the tree is ready for the first styling. I'm very excited. So I will start cleaning the live line to see very well all the details, and then we're gonna through the process of picking the right front for the future bonsai. The bark on Rocky Mountain juniper is very thick, but underneath I love the orange reddish color that the live line has. The thick bark helps the tree in nature to protect from the extremely harsh condition of the weather. In Wyoming especially is super cold in winter and very hot and dry in summer. So having this kind of a cork bark help a lot the tree to protect the live line from dehydration and dying. So when I wanna study the tree, I like to clean the bark and see the beautiful contrast between the reddish color of the live line and the white gray color of the dead wood. So I take my time and I clean very well the live line, also because I want to see exactly where the fibers of the wood are alive and where they are dead, also in order to pick the best front for the tree. So I just finished cleaning the live line of the tree. Now we can really see the beautiful contrast between the reddish live line and the dead wood. I use this interesting triple blade knife that if you are from US you can buy on superflybonsai.com, or you can send me an email and from Europe I can ship to you. So the next step will be to analyze the possible fronts and start with the selection eventually of the branches or the structural work to really put the tree and set the branches in position. But first of all, let's see the possible fronts. So let's analyze front number one. We have a very interesting section of deadwood here with beautiful waves, very old. We have a little bit of the live line here. The base is not so interesting, is a little bit static. And then the tree goes up, we can see again the live line here. We have good transition into the intermediate branches, and eventually we can have the apex here. So the top part can be either bent back or remove. So we can kind of correct a little bit this central section of the trunk that is a little bit straight. Then we have front number two. Incredible deadwood here. The live line is very big, even too big, but it has a very interesting movement. Again, a lot of branches in this section. Still a possibility of bending down this branch to create a lower section and really try to use all the foliage as possible. And for sure, this transition between the live line and the deadwood is very beautiful. Then we have the third option. Again, beautiful wave and still nice transition in the live line. It's not so evident as the front number two, but very interesting. Again, a lot of branches that we can frame the trunk, and again, still we can bend down this section to create more green. So, in my opinion, on a tree like this that has many possibilities, what I would like to do is start separating and bending down this upper section in order to get as much as this green down as possible, and then according to the bending and how the bending is going, reanalyze the tree front to really pick the right decision. I don't want to focus on the front now and still have a lot of points that need a little bit more to be analyzed. So I prefer to do the bending first, bring all the green now, compact the foliage around the trunk, and then according to that reanalyze the tree front and pick the perfect one. So in order to bend this section down that has one live line feeding these two branches and the other live line in the back feeding these with a little bit of shade in the top, I'm gonna split and separate this branch into two branches. So doing that, I can bend down more easier this one, and also that one can go in a better position. So what I will do, I will take the sawzall and cut in between the two branches in order to separate, and from that point we're gonna see how flexible they will become. basically what I did was split the branch in two sections, two halves, using the Makita hollow both sections to be able to bend down this one. You see how flexible it is. All the live line is in the bottom. All the other live line is here. So now what I want to do, you see this section is super flexible. I have a space in between. I fill a little bit the space with wet paper, and then I put the raffia nice and tight so I can put back the two branches together. And doing that, I bend the branch and then I put it back together to recreate the branch. So this eventually can become my top, lower position, better position, and these now can become a nice low branches. Along the years, I found very useful the use of wet paper inside of the hollowing part of the wood, where I take a lot of the inner wood out to bend the branch, because it creates this wet, spongy part that can keep moisturing the wood along the time and help the fiber to recover after a severe bending. So now the next step will be starting with the raffia from the base of the branch, and while I put the raffia nice and tight, twist this branch over to regain its position on top of this one. So I just finished the bend and it went pretty well. I split basically the branch in two, separate the two live line, hollow the inner section between the two halves, then put some moisture paper to help the fiber, and basically while I was putting the raffia, I'll lay back one part over the other, almost to rebuild the branch, but this time with a nice curve, not horizontal as originally was, to save all the foliage, keep the branches nice and strong, and obviously use that section as a part of my bonsai composition. So at this point we can reanalyze the three front options that we had at the beginning. So the first option with a lot of dead wood, a little bit of the live line, but not a very good base, still good and compact foliage. Then the second option with a big live line, very nice deadwood in the lower part of the tree, but unfortunately the intermediate section of the trunk is very straight, and also now we create this parallelism with the bended branch. And now we end up with the third option, beautiful transition between the base deadwood and the wave. We still see nice live line here. We have a good cover in the central part of the deadwood, of the trunk, sorry, with some branches, and then we can really feel the dropping branch to recreate a nice and strong pad in the lower part of the trunk, counterbalancing this beautiful wavy movement of the deadwood. So at this point I can say I will go with front number 3, then I will do some more selection, start wiring the lower branch, setting the pads up to the top, and le jeux sont faits. So I want to remove a couple of rotted pieces of deadwood from the lower part. You see, they were really debil, fragile. So what I want to do, I want to create a division between the deadwood and the layer of the soil, so this deadwood can preserve. And even more inside here I can see the start of the live line that start in this position and twist back and see again in this position in the central part of the trunk. So basically doing this operation, you see, I can preserve the deadwood. Later on we can give also some lime sulfur and Buddha hardener to preserve this section and see the live line starting in this position. I just finished setting all the lower branches, framing the beautiful trunk and creating nice little pads, and now I can take care of the upper part of the tree. I just bend down this section of the apex, separating the base here to increase the curvy line of the branch, and now I can use all the green to fill this area of the upper section, and then I will be working on the top. Just finished to set also this branch, nice connection with the lower one. And now I will protect a little bit the apex with raffia. And then I will finish up the canopy, the apex of the tree, to connect the right line and the left line. Just finished to set the top, bending this branch back and then forward to create my dome. And now I just taking care of cleaning some lines. As you can see, I let a lot of these whips ready to grow. I want to keep a lot of energy to the tree. Very happy about the operation I did on the upper branch, separating the two half, removing the inner deadwood, and then putting back the branch together with raffia and tape and down to create the first branch and the apex. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoy the work, the explanation. I enjoy very much working on this tree for the 10th year anniversary of me coming at Nature's Way Nursery. Thank you, my friend Jim Doyle, for the trust, and thank you, you guys, to follow my YouTube channel. See you at the next. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed, and thank you so much for following my YouTube channel. I have a bonsai book, Bonsai Dream, where you can see beautiful transformation from the Yamadori to the finished bonsai trees. If you want to buy it, please send me an email, and thank you again.